You're listening to 1069 Click FM, live in color.
Folks, it's Saturday in the park, man. You'd think it was the 4th of July, but actually, it's just 1069 Click FM, another stupid sports show. My name is Jim B, and yes, I know what hat I'm wearing. I am not on the wrong channel. I am not following the wrong game. I am doing what I think any fan of a bad team should do, and that is prevent you all from experiencing our pain whenever possible. So instead, we're going to look at teams that aren't in last place in their own division, and for right now, that includes the Cincinnati Reds. Yeah, the Cubs have just fallen into last place in the NL Central, and I'm sure that makes the heart of every Cardinals fan just flutter with joy. Since I lived with a Cardinals fan for a few years, and St. Louis was one of those stands at Wrigley Field that if you went to the neighborhood, yeah, they were not fans of whenever the Cardinal supporters would show up at Wrigley Field. It made me want to stay out of Wrigleyville, both for going out and for working. But that's a separate issue. I think, where are we today? We're in St. Louis today, if I'm looking at this correctly. Yeah. And we got another game between a couple of people who are just trying to fight for a wild card spot right now. Everybody is trailing the Milwaukee Brewers as far as the rest of the Central Division goes. In fact, let me just make sure I don't misquote. Yeah, right now, the Cardinals are 6.5 games back of the Brewers, all the way back to Chicago Cubs, who are 11.5 games back. But out of every other division in Major League Baseball, they are like the most competitive as far as just who is the farthest away from first place and for each of the last place teams. Smallest gap out in the NL Central. And Sonny Gray is going to be pitching first for St. Louis. Appears to have a pretty varied arsenal, with a quarter of his pitches being fastballs and then everything else some kind of weird curve, cutter, slider. Who the hell knows at this point? Let's see, we've got Jonathan India, Ellie De La Cruz, and then Spencer Spear will be the first three up to bat for the Reds. Jake Fraley, the designated hitter, in the on-deck circle sometime soon. To everybody who's out there tuning in, hello. Hope you're doing well, even if you're not in the chat like William is, and apparently I am at the moment. And that's about it. But hey. Today was needed. I needed a baseball game to take my mind off everything. And no bingo today. I decided I wanted to save that for tomorrow night for the Indiana Fever WNBA game that we're going to be live for. Because no matter what, I had a feeling that game was just going to be painful. If only because I guess all the Caitlin Clark hype, it is ended up becoming more toxic than I would have expected as far as pro sports, but damn. Well, always having those moments where I wish that I knew more about 1980s NBA, since, as I understand it, the WNBA has started to get into its super physical era like it was in the men's National Basketball Association back in the 1980s. Meanwhile, Sonny Gray will start with a high fastball to Mr. India. We're sitting at a ball and no strikes. Our catcher suggests right up the middle, and it ends up floating a little high. 2-0. Let's not get on quite yet. We're still only 2 pitches in. Meanwhile, he goes 3-0. That one a little lower than I think he wanted. Okay. Finally gets him in the upper part of the zone. Maybe a couple first inning jitters here from Mr. Gray. Says aim it right there, and that one gets cracked, but not far enough. Left fielder will clear the space and claim it as the first out of the inning. All right, so there we are, 1 out so far, and dang, India couldn't get enough on that one to lift it out of the park. Meanwhile, here's the exciting name, Mr. Ellie De La Cruz, so far batting .252 this season. That one will hit above the border with a little bit of catcher assistance. Called strike, 0-1. They're trying to catch him on the inside, I think. Yeah, and they do with a big swing. 0-2. Wow, 107 strikeouts for Mr. De La Cruz so far this year. 3 straight pitches, and he's done. And damn, it just curved so much, and he bit so hard on it. Spencer Steer now at bat. Oh, they couldn't save that sinker from being out of the zone. 1-0. Holy crap, we're already up to 80 games in this season. Got a called strike on the outside edge. 1-1. And Gray could exit this inning with a minimum of damage, and maybe they can hold off on the bullpen until at least the 7th inning. Meanwhile, off the glove, up the middle. Steer has gotten on board with a single. That one ripped past the pitcher and the second baseman. Yeah, right behind the pitcher, and goes off the glove of the second baseman. I'm not sure if they're going to call that an error. We'll see when the box score comes up at the end of this inning. Jake Fraley is now at bat. And he fouls that one off of his ankle. So that's not a good start. Like they said, he had a calf issue before he got back into things, and he just nailed himself in the upper leg. Ooh. Oh. Ah. somebody has to come out. They check on him, say, "Are you going to be good?" Well, let's see what happens if he makes some contact, how he runs along the base path. So oh boy. 0-1 delivery now coming back from Sonny Gray. Checks the swing. They try to get him on the inside. He doesn't bite that hard. 1 ball, 1 strike now. And he lines it opposite field. Left fielder will grab it. Keep the under runner at second. Wow. Before we know it, the Reds have extended this inning. Steer tries to bat the catcher, nothing doing. So now we're back to 0-1 as Marte is up to bat. Noelvi Marte. Only played 2 games this season. It already has an RBI. That one in the dirt. Briefly gets away from the catcher, but he has to intimidate all the runners back to their bags. And apparently, Fraley, who just singled, is still hobbling, even as he comes off the bag. And a little bit away from everything. The plate, the zone, and the batter. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wow, that reminds me. To get up and check on what the hell my Capitals did in the first round of the NHL draft. I know it doesn't really mean anything, but I figure I should look in, see if we embarrassed ourselves, or if we even had a pick to begin with. You can tell I keep track of these things. Meanwhile, a ground ball down to third, and he just runs forward and steps on the third base bag to make it easy. All right. Well, we are finally done with the top of the first, and yeah, hopefully Fraley is okay. It'd be rough. He'd just come back from a 1 leg injury to get taken out for another. Wait a minute. Let me see. Did we even have a pick in the first round? Okay. Can somebody give me just an actual list? Nope. There's the Ducks, Blue Jackets, Canadiens, Utah Hockey Club, of course. Senators, Kraken, Flames, Devils, Sharks, Wild, Flyers, Sabres, Red Wings, Blues. Oh, there we are. We're at 17. We got somebody named Tarek Praskak. Plays on the right side from the Prince George team in the WHL, 30th ranked player in their stats. Hello, MKI. Hope you're doing well. Scouting notes. They worry about his skating, about his physicality. but they are high on his hockey instincts and his shooting. Okay. All right. All right, Cincinnati. Carson Spears is going to be dealing your damage here in the first inning, and he gets a called strike on Mr. Wynn. Owl makes contact, but fouled away. 0-2 now to Mason Wynn. Tanner Jeannot from Tampa. And a great leaping grab by Mr. India at second base to nab that one out. Oh, wow. Thought there was enough under it that it would drop in the first level of the outfield, but woof. Great timing on that leap. Go back and watch the replay. Meanwhile, this one has been flied out to center field, and nothing doing. We already have 2 outs for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the first. Let's see. Tanner. So where are you, Tanner Jeannot? Because they wouldn't help me find it easily. Of course they wouldn't. No. What are we up to? Oh, Contreras got himself a called strike. They try to challenge him on the outside with a sinker. Doesn't work out. 1-1 now. All right, so basically we are going to be looking for offense is what they are telling me. On the 1-2, he gets Contreras to chase it out of the zone. First inning is over, and Reds able to make a little bit of noise, and the Cardinals get shut down before they can do anything at the plate. Oh, LA Kings acquired for a second-round pick in 2025 and pick 118 in this season's draft. And also, we we traded our picks away for a goalie. We gave away our third-round pick for this year and a 2025 third-round pick to get Logan Thompson. All right. All right, Logan Thompson. Who are you? Okay, you're out of Calgary, Alberta, so you know, I guess that's a start. All right, last season had a 25-14-5 record, 2.7 goals against average, save percentage of .908. Well, I don't know. Well, we'll see how he pans out. We will see. Got our warm-up going for the top of the second. And who? Who is up to bat now? Oh, Mr. Greeny. Yep. All right, well, enjoy the Riverfest, man. You know, just wear your sunscreen. Remember to drink plenty of water. Actually, my plans for the 4th, I'm going to be going live for more CFL action. Argonauts and Saskatchewan Roughriders, because why the hell not? And also for when my entire neighborhood starts sounding like a mortar fire range, you know, I can at least shelter it from it a little bit inside my earphones. Hope you enjoy it. Your time out, man. And take it easy on the distilled water, if you know what I mean. Meanwhile, Martini tries it on the ground, but not without enough force to get it past the first baseman. Out number 1. 3-1 put out. Oh, Stuart Fairchild now up for the Cincinnati. Well, all right. Well, Mr. K, having not really taken a close look at either team this season, I'm inclined to say off the bat, you know, St. Louis. You know, just because better record, the people on Bally Sports were touting the strength of their bullpen, which, you know, if they're comfortable playing a 0-0 game right now, then I guess they're depending on maybe just getting one run and their bullpen saving them throughout. But meanwhile, Cincinnati has climbed out of the cellar, if only for one damn day. I think they would love to not only gain one in the race for the division, but also, you know, take revenge for losing last night 1-0. If you got any insight that you want to throw my way, because, like I said, I don't follow either of these teams too deeply, but I thought I would take in something a little different today. Oh wow, I'm so impressed that we won against the Rockies. No offense to the Rockies fans, just, you know, y'all shouldn't be losing to us. Hoping the Cardinals get it. This one will get clocked out to the warning track. Try to keep track of it and keeps his eye for the 3rd out. Okay, he got a 1, 2, 3. We get our investigation going that they leave the camera on for a little bit too long as they check him for illicit substances of a certain nature. Off we go to the bottom of the 2nd. All right, so it looks like first inning was just a little case of the jitters for Sonny Gray. Not going to write him off just quite yet. Hey. And Mr. K, Colorado Rockies, they're another one. I think that, when the hell did the Colorado Rockies become a team? All right, they have one National League pennant, which was in 2007. Yeah, that's what I thought. Established in 1993. I know this is dating myself, but this is within my lifetime. So yeah, I'm totally fine with the Colorado Rockies getting good again. If they get to beat up on the Sox on the way, that's cool. Right now, 1-0 at the end of the 2nd. Couldn't get much higher indeed. Meanwhile, let me get that box score proper up so that I can make sure that I'm keeping this up to date. I mean, I do have some standards. I know it doesn't sound believable, considering the fonts that I'm using, but here we are. Oh. Now, the interesting baseball names continue. Lars Nootbaar, available right next to the checkout in your grocery store. Is Goldschmidt that is up for St. Louis right now. Checks his swing before that one lands. I thought it was in the strike zone, but umpire saw it as outside. We are at 2-0. Very inside and is fouled down the third base line by Goldschmidt. All I'm curious about right now is just getting a sense of what, like, who these teams are, like what they're capable of, and whether these pitchers should be acknowledged or feared. Right now, Spears holding himself all right. Looks like he's having his uneasy inning. And this is going to be a pop-up in the lights to infield. And, he almost gave that up. De La Cruz gave it up to Marte, and he was like, had to reach over and catch it underhanded. Oh, that got, and holy hell. They nearly got away with something awful. 0-1 right now. Brendan Donovan up to bat. Faked bunt, or at least he tried really hard and completely failed at it, so now we're at strike two. Oh, we're not even there yet. Sorry, just trying to set up music for whatever the next break is going to be, which I think will be at our usual time in the mid-fourth. Catcher assistants can't save that one. We're at 1-2. I try to make him bite on the inside. He's not willing. Count is even. All right, Brendan Donovan. Are you going to? Nope, not quite. Had to foul it into the stands on the third base side. So we stay at 2-2. Spears misses high with that fastball. 3-2. Hey, for those who still here, informal poll. Oh, they nailed him. He thought it was on the edge, and they call it strike three. But yeah, question. Is there any market that you can think of that would, accept a homeless team if Jerry Reisdorf decides to take his ball and go home? Like, I can't imagine him ever selling because, free money is free money. But is there any place that would, one, need a team, would take a team like that, and would be willing to put up with Jerry Reisdorf's crap? Off the top of your head. I've I've been thinking about it, and I don't know. I can't think of a single market where he could even move it to if he keeps on soiling himself with the south side of Chicago. This will be a chopper that the third baseman will gather up, and he came off the bag as he got the throw. Ah. May have taken a little bit too long to psych himself up for the throw to first, and it drew him off the bag. Yeah, very clearly drew him off the bag. Even we could see it at home. Oh no. That will hurt you in this inning, Cincinnati. Nolan Gorman up to bat now. This will be down the left field line, and a fan brings it foul. Yeah. Stuck his hand out into the field of play and knocked it over the wall. Oh, bless it. Would have been foul anyway. Okay. A little bit of life right now from St. Louis Cardinals here in the bottom of the second. Can they add more people on? No, they take a big cut on the inside. 0-2 now to Nolan Gorman. And meanwhile, contact on that one. Looked like there was a stealing threat about to happen. Norman taking his time before he goes back in the batter's box. Catcher takes a step to the right. He can't bring that ball back to the zone, though. First ball of the at-bat. 1-2. Spears getting his pitch count up already. Aiming for a high delivery. He gives it very high. 2-2. This one got popped up into right. Sky high. They're hoping he loses it in the sun. He does not. That is the end of the second inning. A stranded base runner for the Cardinals. Go to the top of the third. Wow, we're about to get a repeat of last night's game. Just a pitcher's duel until one inning where everything explodes, maybe? Maybe it's good that I didn't play bingo, otherwise we'd have to be stretching and clawing around for the spaces. Let me see, any other games happening right now that can distract from my pain? Oh, it's just Rockies White Sox, and they're still leading in the bottom of the third. Let's see, who is on the mound for us today? Awesome. Jonathan Cannon. 1-2 loss record, 4.59 ERA. Congratulations on your win, Colorado. Yeah, as I understand it, MKI, these announcers hold a very high opinion of him, and I don't think it's just because, they're the St. Louis specific Bally's channel and that's their job. me see. Who's going to be coming up for the Reds here in the bottom of the top of the third? Excuse me. Okay, it's going to be Wins, then India, then De La Cruz. All right, yes. Stop advertising your own shows and get us back to the action. Oh, that's awful. That's bad for the Phillies. Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber going on the 10-day injured list. Fouled away by Wins. Start with an 0-1 count. Meanwhile, that'll be cracked down the first base line. Is he going to go for 2? Stand-up double to get things started by the 9th batter in the order. Yeah, Willie Mays and Orlando Cepeda. Let's see if it's anything serious for Oh, it's a rest thing. They're trying to... They both have muscle strains and they're trying to alleviate them. Gotcha. All right. All right, that is fair and, you know, actually shows a level of concern that you don't expect from a professional sports team. India fouls that one back, make it 1-1. The umps are not our neighbors' billboards. They're like the cops. They don't even live in the neighborhood that we do. Big swing and a miss on that pitch. 1-2 now to Jonathan India. Once again, go back and see that nice grab by India in the first inning, robbing a line drive and possibly extra bases. Curving out on that one. Even India knows better than to try. 2-2. All right, we'll go back to the draft in a minute just so that we could see if there's anybody else we could laugh at. You know, I would laugh at the Maple Leafs for not making any overt moves to try to alleviate their cap burden, but, you know, at least they drafted a specific defenseman just down the line and a ground rule double out of bounds. That is just going to automatically score our first run of the game. The 7th consecutive double in as many games for Jonathan India. And curves down the line, bounces into the stands. I didn't see anybody throw it back immediately, so that's a step up, I suppose. Oh God, the announcers are drunk already. trying to talk about dances and bongo drums. Wow, we need more action in this game. The announcers are starting to get high in the booth, and they're talking about their old favorite records, man. No, don't talk about your music career. No, please. Wow, that was a strike. You must have a very tall strike zone, sir. All right, 2-1 so far to Ellie De La Cruz, who is now up again. He'll let that curveball sit on the outside. 3-1 count. They're now up to 4 hits. 3-1 to De La Cruz, fouled down the first base line. Full count now. A new Angel Hernandez with this. There is always one, a master and a student. As one master leaves, a student will rise to take his place. Meanwhile, that gets cracked into the opposite field. It drops again. Oh my goodness. Now 2-0 after Ellie De La Cruz gets his own double. Oh, rough start for the Cardinals in this home game. I don't think we even have an out yet in this inning, do we? Oh, shoot. We've got a visit to the mound. All right. Not going to worry yet. Not going to worry yet. It's only a 2-0 lead. I know it's bad and you want to rest the bullpen, but hey, he had a shaky first inning. If it were me, I would see how the third, let him finish out the third, depending on how he goes, maybe put him through the fourth. Something was telling you to bet Reds. Offered the bunts, then retracted it just a little bit too late. 0-1 to Steer. I mean, any given day, I guess Reds could take it out, but prevailing trends told me Cardinals, and that the Reds would put up a fight. Remember, Reds still have all their outs to play with. De La Cruz, he's got at least an at-bat or two before he needs to turn on the afterburners. Meanwhile, Steers just struck out. We had the first out of the inning. Oh, Fraley is still in the game, even after knocking himself in the knee with that foul ball. Fouls it away again, thankfully not into his own leg. Now, how many fastballs are you willing to throw, Mr. Gray? 0-1, gets him to bite on the inside, pop up behind. Is he going to chase it to the camera? Bounces on top of the dugout and fielded by somebody in the first row. And of course, pass it down the line to the kid. That's good manners at the baseball game. A lot of extra time setting up this play as a siren wails past Busch Stadium. De La Cruz waiting with his hand behind his back. And he's going. Valiant effort, but yeah, De La Cruz, easily. They do get the strikeout there at out number 2. Yeah, he never even had control of the ball when he was trying to scoop it up. At least he kept it in front of him. Meanwhile, we have a pitcher taking the timeout. I'm shocked to hear that, MKI. The insane speed demon, who, I think if I'm getting my reference correctly, is running like Wesley Snipes in Major League. In the good part of the movie, not the suck part of the movie. Oh no, this is going to be a fly ball out to center and end the inning. Well. Ellie didn't get a chance to pile on. Maybe a shame. Here we go to the bottom of the third. Can there be a response from St. Louis? 40th stolen base of the season. Let me see something. Yep, there it is. From the 5th spot, it goes David Hamilton or Makai Garcia, depending on who you like more. Bobby Witt and Jose Caballero, Bryce Terang, shout out to Milwaukee, and yeah, Ellie De La Cruz. Yeah, he leads Bryce Terang by 13 in this category. It's not barely a competition. Oh. God, do we have anybody that's on this list? Probably not, but okay, there's the first Chicago Cub, and I'm already feeling sad. That's Pete Crow Armstrong, currently at 19 on the stolen base list. Oh, we don't even have anyone in the top 25. Okay. What about the top 50? Nope, that's another Cub. Nope, Spencer Steer has more stolen bases than anybody on the White Sox. Jeremy Pena has more stolen bases than anybody on the White Sox. Okay, this is getting embarrassing. Stuart Fairchild has more stolen bases than anybody on the White Sox. Called strike to Matt Carpenter to start the bottom of the third. Oh, crap. Matt Chapman of San Francisco has more stolen bases than anybody on the White Sox. Where are we? We're not even on the list yet. Yeah, this is just getting embarrassing now. Getting down towards a whole bunch of people tied at 5 stolen bases. Oh, hell, we might have our first one. Yeah, there we are, tied with a whole bunch of other people at 102. 5 stolen bases on the year for Corey Lee. And he is only by the grace of God ahead of Manny Machado. Meanwhile, Marte misses on the foul ball, isn't able to grab it. 1-2 now. I had to get all the way to page number 5 of stats at MLB.com in order to find a player from the Chicago White Sox. Tries to go low again. Nobody biting that changeup. Now 2-2 to Carpenter. Spears looks for the inside curve. Nobody wants it either way. 3-2. All right, let's see how truly sad we can get this. This will get cracked on the ground past the first baseman, and we have a hit for Carpenter. He'll easily get second. All right, we now have an actual hit for St. Louis. A changeup hanging in the air. Wow, they give Cincinnati 2 errors already. Huh. Let me see. Oh, Marte gets 2 for the throw and the dropped foul ball. Wow. That's punishing. Danny Mendick and Brendan Shoemaker also have 5 stolen bases for the Sox. Good for them. It's nice to have goals. 0-1 to Ciani gets burned by a changeup up the middle. Strike 2. All right, so let's get back to page number 1. See how long it takes until we find a player who plays for the White Sox. Starting with Luis Arraez in first place. Looking at the hit stats, I am in page number 2 and nothing doing so far. Oh God, why are they still going on about conga drums? Oh. Wow, the announcers are super high today, folks. And now they're going through their phones and talking about who's in their DMs. Okay, so far I have oh, there we are. We got our first damn. And now we've got the first run of the game for the Cardinals. A single drops into center field. And the lead is down to 1. Oh yeah. Down in place number 77. The last of the number of players placed 77, behind Nick Castellanos, Paul Goldschmidt, Corey Seager, and then it's Andrew Vaughn, all tied in the MLB stats for 70 hits on the season. They try to nail him on the base path, and nothing doing. That is the one check-in that they could do for this at-bat. Now, Ciani has no reason to hold back. Once again, thought that was in, but this umpire, he has got his own ideas about not only time, but physical space. A little bit high. 2-0 now. And another opportunity for the Blue Jays to get stomped by the Yankees about to get started. I have to imagine, honestly, that the Toronto ballpark is probably the only sports place right now in North America that is not playing Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. This ball got chopped into center, very high, but easy enough for the center fielder to catch. We now actually have an out in this inning. Holy hell. Still got that runner on first. We're not quite done yet. But St. Louis now trying to make noise. Burleson up to bat. Catcher telling him to aim for the outside. Instead, Spears' pitch goes high. 1-0. Okay, we're not going to look at Major League stats anymore just because, yeah, it'll make me look forward more to the offseason. Damn it. That one actually caught the top of the zone that time? Oh, you're too kind, Mr. Umpire. 1-1. Called strike. I'm not sure the batter agreed. Up underneath. Are they going to chase it again? And there's a mock cheer from the crowd as finally Marte catches the pop-up. We're 2 outs in the inning. Wilson Contreras now back up. Struck out in the first, but we're not in the first inning anymore. Spears has 51 pitches under his belt and nearly gets Contreras on the inside. 1-0. A little bit too close there. Wilson had to pull his hands back in. And not even close to the strike zone. Not a bit. Whee. And the pick shenanigans continue. They give picks to the Anaheim Ducks. Meanwhile, Elly De La Cruz will get the final out of this inning. What? Did they say what I really think they just said about what day it is at the park in St. Louis? All right. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, man. They're really doing this. The He Gets Us people have really bought out Busch Stadium for not only advertisement, but Christian Day at the Park, and inviting people for a post-game program with Isaac Bruce and current players. Oh, wow. Well, I guess the gloves are off. First, the Texas Rangers being the only team to not only put up a rainbow in the dugout or anywhere in the stadium, but also very pointedly put up the phrase, I think it was something to the effect of straight Texans. And now Christian Day at Busch Stadium. Holy hell. And the Lightning traded Mikhail Sergachev to Utah. MKI, I mean, it's been a few years. They're probably still stuck with a lot of contracts from both of those Stanley Cups, paying off all the winners. Maybe they are, and they realize it's time for a rebuild. And it's another chopper into center field for a base hit. Dang, Cincinnati Reds getting back up to shenanigans already here in the top of the fourth. Thankfully, we'll have our break soon so we can actually digest what has just happened. They get called around? No, they called a strike on him. I thought he had checked his swing. Not so, says the first base umpire. Pitch number 51 from Gray, and that'll be popped off the bunt attempt back into the netting. 0-2. Yeah, I gotta imagine he's being tied to possibly every team that made the playoffs that is just looking for someone with Stanley Cup experience. So, I mean, off the top of my head, I could imagine, like, and this may sound awful, but Stamkos going to the Oilers just because they might consider they need somebody like him. Veteran presence and all that. Hell, maybe even really crazy and send him to Vancouver. Would you take him on the Kings, MKI? Or could you even afford him? I wonder how much of a contract Stamkos has. Still sitting on 0-2 to Fairchild, by the way. Not for long, though. Gets him to bite on a sinker. That is another strikeout for Mr. Gray. Stamkos. Contract. Okay. You already got Terrence. You don't mind if you get Stamkos. All right. I try to get the throw at first base from the catcher. Nothing doing. Still 0-1. All right. What is his contract? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Talks between the team, how many points he made, and they don't give the number. Not anywhere. Well, big swing for Benson on the cutter inside. 0-2 now. All right. Oh God, yeah, he was averaging a sizable cap hit for most of the years that he was in the league. So, might be too rich for a lot of people's blood. First pitcher check in this time. We're at 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Benson. Do they have anything for him? Wynn is waiting just inside second base. That won't get cracked down the third base line. 1-2 still. See if we actually got to do anything in the second round, and it's another strikeout to. Gray is definitely getting his arm warmed up as this game is gone. Looks like the Reds are about to strand another one here in the top of the fourth. All right, who the hell is Cole Hudson? All right, good on you, Colorado. Thank you for the update, MKI. We're losing 3-0 to them in the middle of the fifth. A defenseman, you say? And apparently he can also drive the puck. Okay, I won't object to that. Meanwhile, we got a 1-1 count on wins. Up to pitch number 61 for Gray. That one floats outside. Oh, we got another pick in the second round. Leon Mugli. Don't know who you are. Meanwhile, we're up to a 2-2 count. Swiss defenseman. That one will get cracked foul. Count remains 2-2. That's one of the Golden Knights picks that made its way to us. Was the captain of the Swiss team at the U18 tournament? More mucky than hot, really. I mean, we've been getting storm after storm after storm over in the state line area, so. But I have working air conditioning, so I'm clear. And there goes the side with another strikeout. Reds strand another, and we are going to go to a pause for the cause here in the middle of the fourth. Cardinals are holding on 2-1 at the moment. Can they keep it up, or are they going to get silenced by the bullpen of St. Louis whenever they decide to show up? We'll see in a little bit. Another Stupid Sports Show will continue very soon. Thanks for being here.
Pumping the, 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 pumping the,
We are back. Somehow, some way, we have returned on another stupid sports show. We're one out deep here in the bottom of the fourth. It was a direct shot to the center fielder. I don't think we need to worry about it too much. Just look up the bulb effect, folks, and try to stay cool out there. Poor, poor wet bulb effect. Hey, Leaf. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I'd imagine any part of Vegas is a absolute heat lamp right now. So what do we got now? 2 balls, 2 strikes. Donovan is up again. Has worked it to a 2-2 count. Do you just not want to be up here when I'm talking? Is that what you're trying to say? Ah. Crack the opposite way and foul again. Still at a full count. Brendan Donovan, who's already had himself a busy day over in left field. A few of those doubles have floated that way. Meanwhile, he's able to wait out that pitch and get a walk. And now, with the 65th pitch of Mr. Spears coming up, Nolan Arenado is up to bat. 0 for 1 on the day, but this is going to be driven far. Will it reaches the warning track? Not enough to do anything more. It will send Donovan back to first. Yeah, no, there's not a West Coast team inside, Angie. I'm sure you're not interested in this game, but yeah, can you at least give a bit of respect to the teams involved? She cannot. That changeup will miss on the far side of the plate, 1-0. Meanwhile, D'Angelo Russell is going to stay with the Lakers, picking up their option on the contract. Meanwhile, this pop fly will be skied from the inside part of the bat. Lifts it high, but does not help it carry. We are already at 3 outs. Off we go to the top of the 5th. His contract will be $18.7 million for next season. Oh, poor D'Angelo Russell. I guess my only real question about it, and you'd probably know this better than I am, KI, how much of that is going to be incentives to keep LeBron's son from overdoing it in the LA party scene? Sorry, I got distracted and was actually looking at the playlist this week for another stupid streaming show. I can still take some requests if you're interested, folks, as we will be broadcasting on Canada Day this Monday. So if you are feeling a little bit of patriotism or love for our neighbors to the north, LeBron James has opted out of his player option in his contract, working with a new deal with the Lakers. At this point, maybe he's going to ask for a percentage of ownership. I don't know what the hell else he would be asking for at this point. India is back up to bat. Gray is sky high with this cutter. Catcher's able to haul it in, but yes, I know. You are silly. And again, that it is that outside part of the plate that this ref has a strike zone like a cereal bowl. It just goes out past the edges of the plate. Yeah. And they call that one a ball when it appears to be right on the border. Of course, the funny part of hearing the other person in the announce booth, who I've assumed has been Isaac Bruce this whole time, say, no, they need to keep the referee in there. Even as we see him making inaccurate calls for the entire game. All right, 10 seconds left on this pitch for Sonny Gray. He will challenge India, and it will be fouled away. All right, now the 2-2. Missed up high with the sinker, 3-2. Barely a sinker at all. Oh. Yeah, it's becoming that kind of game, folks. Chopped away again. It's got to be at least the third or fourth foul ball in this at-bat. Meanwhile, gets it out of the right off the bounce on the grounder, and Arenado gets the out. Whew. Let's see how Arenado get the jump to get against this grounder. Yep. Barely had to move, just, off of one hop, was able to get it up in his glove. Whew. James says 5 p.m. today, and De La Cruz is able to knock it into the corner. He's going for third. And an easy triple for De La Cruz. That is a double and a triple so far today. No, he's barely jogging through the bases. So that's 4 p.m. Central. We will know for sure what his official decision is for Mr. LeBron James. doesn't quite have the same thrill to it as a live announcement on ESPN, but hey, can't always sell that drama. And he goes low again. 2-0. They're committed to keeping him with the franchise. Will be interested. Oh, wow. They really give him one of those max contracts? Oh. Okay. I don't know, MKI. Like, you tell me if I'm the idiot here. Like, we're up to a 3-1 count now on Steer, but do you think LeBron will ever have enough? I don't care if he's going to play till he's 42. Like, if he wants to embarrass himself out in the court and, like, live out his glory years like MJ on Washington, sure, cool, fine, do whatever. But do you have to bite the entire salary out of the team? All right, they have walked this batter. We now have runners at the corners. Fraley is 1 for 2 today. Going to try to bite him on the inside. They do. Strike 1. They try to get him to bite inside again. Doesn't happen. 1-1. Can they manage to squeeze one more in there? And damn, they try to keep De La Cruz at third and Steer steals second. All right. He's no MJ, but you're guessing he also wants you want his other son to play with? What? He's going to do it with both his kids? Meanwhile, that one is in the dirt. 3-1. They did keep it in front of him, however, so no embarrassment for Contreras. Oh, that hit him right on the hand, too. Like, he had to get up and try to trap the ball. Pitch missed his glove, went right into his bare hand. Oh, yeah, no, he's feeling it. He caught him, like, right here and, like, in that webbing, you know, between the thumb and the pointer. Oh. Cincy for overall money line. I don't really look at the stats, man. But this is very much depending on whether the Cards can get out of this inning or not. At the moment, I have faith that they can hold it and that their bullpen can hold things down. Feel free to bet against me because right now, second and third, 1 out. Like, they need to shut him down, or else any kind of hit is going to bring somebody home, especially with the speed of Ellie De La Cruz. Blue Jays leading the Yankees 2-0 at the top of the second. That doesn't sound right. Still sitting at a full count. We have somebody warming up in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Another one fouled away by Fraley, and this at-bat is getting extended. A big awe from the crowd, as I'm assuming it didn't get caught in the stands. We cannot give anybody a contract yet. Oh, it's a 2-run homer from Guerrero. Gotcha. All right. Here's the payoff. Keeps trying to get him on the inside, and Fraley is still fouling away. Gray is now up to his 86th pitch of his outing. I'm wondering whether they're going to keep him in for the 6th inning now, just because of, pitch totals. But fouled again. Should have started Vlad. Hey. Can never tell with these things. Also, MKI, don't get too mad at Josh Reynolds if it maybe takes him a while to get into things. I only know that we used him as like a release valve because him and Goff had such great chemistry together. And he nails him in the back. Bases are loaded now. A great thing for the Cards because now they can get out of this with an easy double play on the infield. Blake, however, is coming out of the bullpen. They're not taking him out, though. This is just a conference. A friendly chat in front of everybody where nobody is allowed to read lips. All right. Meanwhile, we have selected we've selected a lot of people. The draft is going by quickly. We have taken the little brother of Alexei Protas, Ilya Protas. Ha ha ha. Meanwhile, Marte has fouled the first pitch off his foot. Oh, MKI, Colorado. Colorado. Come on. Come here. I know we got a game going on right now. Bases loaded. It's 0-1 to Marte. Whatever. Come here, Colorado. You know you're better than this, right? I mean, all that rarefied air, it can't get to your head that badly, can it? Now 0-2 to Marte. You got to be better than this. We are the White Sox can't even be described as a clown show. It's a single dude on orange crepe beneath the L train pounding nails into his nose. It's that much of a blockhead organization. Meanwhile, he misses with a sweeper low, 1-2. All right, 92nd pitch for Gray. Gets it right to third, and he bobbles it. Is he going to get it? Nothing. Nothing at all. Still bases loaded, Ellie De La Cruz comes in. No outs received. One more run for the Reds. Decent grounder. It's off the heel of Arenado. Like the heel of his glove, I mean. Just a bad bounce for him. Like, I had flashbacks to all of the awful infielding I watched during Chicago slow pitch softball. And they're registering it as an error instead of a run. I think that might be the first error of the game for St. Louis. And that is the end of the day for Sonny Gray. He will not finish the 6th inning. We'll have a substitute coming in. They've given him time to warm up, and I will check the box score to make sure that I am still accurate. Okay, we're caught up now. 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Reds. Meanwhile, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals. That error is what ended up scoring the Ellie De La Cruz run. John Jay, if you're out there, I hope you're all right. Is this the sort of thing we should have expected from Sonny Gray? Okay, so Ilya Protas, let's see, played in the USHL with the Des Moines Buccaneers for his draft year. We gave the Devils a 3rd and a 5th to move up to pick Protas. Okay. He put up 51 points for the Buccaneers that year. He's a 6'4" forward. Okay. Nifty. Meanwhile, Paul DeJong gets a 2-run home run for the Sox. It's now 5-3. All right. I'll be straight with you, Colorado. I'll be straight with you. Right now, we're kind of got some ulterior motives going, too. We just really want to leave Jerry Reisdorf depressed as hell about this team. Like, so much that we want a Phoenix Coyotes situation where it just gets to the point where the owner walks away. That's all we're hoping for right now. And we think that you can help us if you just beat the daylights out of the White Sox. Okay? Okay? Thanks in advance. All right, this is somebody named King who is up for the Cardinals right now. I was looking away, distracted when they were given the deets about him, but this is John King, who's got a 3.00 ERA, and we've got, damn, they catch him on the line drive, but aren't able to get the runner at third. He slides back before they can get the double play. So just like that, 2 outs. Just everybody very acutely aware of what they needed to do. Fairchild now up. He has flown out, struck out. Would love to do something with loaded bases, but now St. Louis would love to shut this down where it stands. And King would love to give him just another grounder. Missing a little low with that sinker, however, ball 1. Misses on the outside corner. That cereal bowl getting a little bit taller. 2-1. Not wasting any time and missing low again with a changeup. All right. There should be no problem. They're going to try to beat him up high. Does he go for it? On the ground past both of them. Another base hit. Are we going to get two? Yeah, I think we had a base runner hold up at second. Yep. As two more runs in for the Reds. Was able to thread the needle between third and short Fraley, and who the hell else came in? I think that was Spear. Oh, not a very hard hit ball, but just right through the line that he needed to reach the left field. And a pitching change for the Rockies. Ooh. Meanwhile, the Reds have now stolen and gone to second and third. Wow. Chopped foul, 1-1. Oh no, these runs are going to Sonny Gray as well? Oh, because he got on base while he was... Okay, that makes sense. I getcha. This will be another chopper foul. Let me see. 6, 7, 8, 9. So, yeah, a very, very long inning for the Cardinals. They've had to stand out in the heat. And this one will go underneath the second baseman. We're going to get another 2 in. Oh my goodness, a little curlicue that a second baseman misses. It is now 7-1. I don't think these 2 runs, I don't know when these people got on base, so maybe one of them goes to Gray, one of them goes to King. Yeah, 6 runs to Gray, 1 to King. And Wins is now up to bat. We also had the first appearance of the Boo Birds this afternoon. Wow. Got to watch it come off of the bat as well, just rolling along his bat like a lacrosse ball. And essentially throwing that towards center field. At this point, MKI, I would not blame him for booing. I mean, an awful, awful inning for the St. Louis pitching. Sonny Gray falling apart, and King having to struggle to close things out. We're at 0-2 right now. And they muff it on another stolen base attempt. As the 5th stolen base for Cincinnati this game. I'm not laughing at you, Cardinals fans. I'm just laughing near you. Don't worry. 1-2 to him. This will get correct foul, opposite direction. All right, do we get out of this inning? Finally. Maybe? And the third baseman misses it! Oh my God! It is 8-1. Oh, man. It is 8-1. Mark, a third baseman he just runs over it. This is brutal. Do they have more people warming up in the bullpen? Oh my God, they're going to the bullpen again. Graceffo now will be pitching for the Cardinals when we come back. Oh, this is an awful fucking inning for St. Louis. Yeah, I think we've earned the obscenity on that one. I don't care. We are now up to 10 hits. 10. You know, 2 runs short of a full pinball machine. If we get to 15 runs, we'll be in deep hurting territory, MKI. Right now, this is just embarrassing. I mean, hopefully the Cardinals hitters can come back and get them back into this game. Once again, that bullpen, that much-touted bullpen, Gordon Graceffo. What do you have to tell us? Out of Wayne, New Jersey, this dude's a rookie. Okay. Oh, shoot. This is his major league debut. Oh, my goodness. Like, he got called up from AAA on Friday. So, oh, man. His parents are there and everything. Oh, come on. Come on, Gordon. Get us out of this inning, man. We cannot extend the deep hurting to you. Yeah, welcome to the fire, rookie. That one's a little bit high. 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Jonathan India is back up again. Catcher assistance makes that slider a strike. A lot of curve, and yeah, even the crowd was like, "What the hell was that pitch?" I mean, honor on you for keeping the curveball in play. Graceffo, this gets cracked to third. Has to make a long throw, still beats him anyway. Oh, we are gone. We are done with this inning, but the damage is done. Graceffo is able to clear things out, only strand one runner. Now, what do they do from here? Do they, let him go into the next inning so they can, save the wear and tear on the rest of their bullpen? Or do they do what I suspect that they're going to do and just put in a new pitcher every inning? All right, meanwhile, back in the draft with my Washington Capitals. Yeah, I'm all over the place with my fandom. I grew up in the D.C. area. Don't blame me. In the third round, we took Eric Smateko, a considered 6'5", 216, a winger, played on the St. John Sea Dogs in the QMJHL. First Latvian player we've ever drafted. was an alternate captain for St. John's, has the nickname of the Moose. Okay. All right, so now we have a majestic moose in our prospect system. Good to know. Also, we have what do you mean silver medal? Okay, so Kempf played for Team USA at the U18 and ended up getting a silver medal, went 5-0-0-1 in 6 starts, best goals against and best save percentage. Apparently, he's also been teammates with our other pick, Cole Hudson. So, Nicholas Kempf, another goaltender drafted by the Caps. Wow, they say he went around on that one. It's a 0-1 count to Carpenter. And he just stares at that cutter for a strike. Spears is still in. He only has 69 pitches. Nifty. Trying to get him to bite up high. A little too high for the umpire's liking. Remains 1-2. Right, the other beer is up there. High toward right field to the warning track. Just enough room on the warning track and falls back like, oh, all the effort into that wall. One away. Oh, okay. So it was Ciani who got the RBI. The one RBI for the Cardinals so far is thanks to Michael Ciani. Oh. I hope she got all the applause in the world last night. You know, for as much as she destroyed an entire generation with that "My Heart Will Go On" earworm, you know, she leans into her dorky reputation, and I respect that. Meanwhile, Spears has another called strike, 1-2. Oh, really? Michael Buffer. They are reaching out. Well, at least trying to make it more of a spectacle, anyway. Do we have any more hilarious news? Oh, okay. We've made our pick in the 6th round. Peter Sikora, Czech center. All right. 2-2 to Ciani. Called strike 3 on the edge, ends the 5th. I'm sorry, 2nd out. I thought we were already at 2. That was just me being fooled by the graphics. Oh. Spears hasn't. He's only 7 pitches along. He could make it to the 6th inning. Meanwhile, Gordon Graceffo trying to stay loose in the dugout. Big swing, big nothing. 1-1 for Wynn, who's 0-2 today. Oh. Now we're getting down to it. Now we are truly getting down to it. Holy crap, Chris Tanev is a Leaf for Max Ellis and a 2026 7th rounder. And De La Cruz makes his underhand grab for out number 3. But let's go look at this acquisition that has just transpired. It is happening. It is happening. Looking up at sportsnet.ca, and yes, I'm willing to credit them as a reliable source as well. Have been traded from the Flames to the Dallas Stars, and yeah, now he's going to go and hopefully give a playoff boost to the Toronto Maple Leafs. The right to Chris Tanev and Max Ellis as a 7th round pick. Wow. Wait a minute, let me look for a minute. How much are the Leafs going to be able to afford on Chris Tanev? All right, so while he was with... Okay, so it's about the same as he's been getting for most of his career, working his way up from 1.5 to where he's currently at $4.5 million. And of course yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Brad Treliving, he's bringing over all of his old buddies from Calgary. It's connecting. May take me a while, but I'm figuring things out. All right, Graceffo slider will drift to the outside of the plate, 1-0. So, my question is, how much was Max Ellis getting paid, and how many more people are they going to cut in order to afford him? Oh, wow. Matthew Tkachuk as a Leaf. And meanwhile, he strikes out Ellie De La Cruz with the changeup. First strikeout for Gordon Graceffo, and it is of Ellie De La Cruz. And it has been officially authenticated. Tries to get him to bite on the inside. Steer will not. 1-0. I mean, I feel like I think Matthew Tkachuk should be around for at least another year with Florida. I mean, they are the team you won a cup with. There's got to be some semblance of loyalty for all those players, especially with all the talk that was going down during the post-Game 7 ceremony about players taking less money to stick around and be Panthers. I don't know if it'll be Tkachuk that goes money chasing after this, but definitely someone. All the catcher assistants cannot help on that one. 2-1. Meanwhile, we acquire another 7th round pick and get Miroslav Satan Jr. That fastball a little high, 3-1. And that one misses inside. Graceffo, congratulations. Welcome to Major League Baseball. You've just had your first walk and your first strikeout. But hey, who says you can't have a whole bunch of firsts in your first game? All right, where is the... That's another one that goes high for Graceffo. All right, Miroslav Satan. They haven't quite gotten him up yet. This one gets skied high. They're going to go chasing down the left field line, and the camera will not follow. So that tells me it went out of play. But somebody did catch it because I heard a cheer. It's another one going high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Raja Satan scores a goal against the Devils. Hey, fully possible. Fully possible. Whoa, Graceffo misses again high. Apparently, the dude is Miroslav Satan is 6'6". One of the tallest people in the draft. Wow. Was able to sneak that one into the strike zone, 3-2. Fraley will take a timeout. We'll take our next pause sometime. God, had that long, ongoing bottom of the 5th. Meanwhile, Fraley will foul that one away. Another extended at-bat. And meanwhile, Cubs and Brewers are currently scoreless. 6'7", 190 pounds, this guy. And it is the second walk in a row for Graceffo. Holy shit. No, this guy's officially listed at 6'7"? Wow. Okay. All right, now he's got Marte up. He drops in another curve for a called strike. Graceffo looks back to the base runner. Gets him missing on a big cut. Marte now at 0-2. "20-second pitch from Graceffo. Does he go around? They call him with the curveball. Second strikeout for Gordon Graceffo. Big help to keep things at first and second with 2 outs. Yeah, a little bit too far on that swing. Espinal will try to chop that one, goes foul. While the substitutes coming in the 5th inning for the Cincinnati Reds. This will be a little chopper to third. and does get it on the run all the way from across the diamond. All right. Strand a couple. Finally getting them down to the bottom of the 6th. And it ends. So we essentially drafted Peter Boyle, and yeah. Let's just let the prospects cook in the league and see how long they last at Hershey. All of the undrafted players will be fed to the sphere. The skies will open and glow orange over Las Vegas, and everybody will feel a general sense of unease. And then they'll announce for 2-for-1 drinks at Caesar's Palace, and everything will be okay. All right. Back to that there box score. Has not changed. No additional hits, just more walks. Probably not totally overshadowing the debut for Graceffo because he hasn't earned any runs. Oh, St. Louis, what a rough inning you have had. I can understand the season's going on, pitchers are falling over like dominoes. And tomorrow it'll be Hunter Green versus Lance Lynn. Okay. So apparently we should expect a real pitcher's duel tomorrow. Okay. Spears is still in for the Reds. He's up to 80 pitches, now facing Alec Burleson, who is 0-2 today with a pop out and a foul out. He will just let that one cruise over the plate for a called strike. Little high from Spears on that one. Burleson had to duck back 1-1. Not sure why they're keeping him out there for so long. Like I can see like the just all the sweat soaking through on Spears' jersey right now. Whoa, gets him to miss on the fastball. Swung underneath. Oh, Rockies. Damn it, Colorado. And it caught the inside. Another strikeout. Well, not too many objections from the home crowd. Couldn't have been that egregious. Wilson Contreras, can you get something going? Knows better than to hit a changeup that's off the plate. 1-0. We'll try again. De La Cruz will easily chase that down. Easy throw over to first for out number 2. I mean, I wouldn't say that the Cardinals haven't been hitting or pitching. They just had one awful inning where everything kind of fell apart on them. Meanwhile, this one's get cracked deep center. And it's too far. We have a rouge for St. Louis. Solo shot by Paul Goldschmidt, 11th of the season. And St. Louis is now only trailing 8-2. Like I said, MKI, it's at this point it's just embarrassment for anybody who loses to us. He could have had it too. Just an off-target leap attempt for the center fielder. And now try to make up for it with a cutter, and nothing doing so far. Donovan will chip that the opposite direction, and an easy grab to end the 6th. And we are that much closer to an actual break. I thought it would never happen. Fan-frickin-tastic. I'll load up the music right now. I can't believe it. Yeah. That feels just right. Actually, I'll cheat a little because I know that this one's going to be ahead. I see no mention of a new pitcher in the ESPN box score, so maybe maybe Graceffo is going to get another half inning. Nope, nothing yet. Oh my. Oh, the mixed martial arts. Wow. And Pizza Hut tried to sell Chicago tavern-style pizza. Although, considering that I am in Illinois, usually any advertising campaign outside of Chicago that actively insults Chicago is probably a moneymaker. Got Fairchild fouling that one away. Gets him to swing on a curveball for absolutely nothing. Strike 2. We could get to that break before we know it. This one will get cracked into the shallow center field. Center fielder has to race in to make the grab. All right, Benson back up again. And it'll be a strike as he misses that curve. Graceffo doing a great job in relief. However, he will miss that one wide. 1-1 now. Apparently this guy's been training as a starting pitcher in AAA for St. Louis. Still no one on base. This will be chopped to second. Should be an easy out. And it is. And now it's 6-3. You know what? Just don't talk to me for a while, Colorado. You're embarrassing yourselves. Was able to slide that one in for a called strike. Meanwhile, 2 men on the corner with no outs for the Sox. This one will get pulled into left field, back to the wall. Should be at least a double. And nobody bothers covering second base. Damn, wins it with the third hit for himself today. Doesn't have his running glove on. Maybe he doesn't need it, he thinks. Still at 2 outs, and Jonathan India is back up to bat. He's 1 for 4 today. All that heat floats high. Not quite done yet. Still, yeah, they're the home team. They still get 3 more innings to try to wrap this up. That's another fastball sailing high. Wow, 7-3 Rockies. This is not good, Colorado. Should not be losing to us. Like, if you understand a wrestling metaphor, perhaps, like the Chicago White Sox are the Brooklyn Brawler or the Doink the Clown. Basically, any jobber that you can name. That is the White Sox job in the MLB, and you are losing to jobbers. All right, 2-2. India fouled it away. Graceffo can possibly get them out of this inning. Pitch number 37. A little too inside, and even the ref wasn't going to be accommodating for that one. Even the Cardinals aren't even willing to boo that, and even they knew it was outside. All right, just as quickly, Graceffo with the follow-up, and it's cracked once again into left field, and this will score at least 1 run. Yeah. Another double for India. And that is Graceffo's first earned run. Welcome to Major League Baseball, Gordon. Jonathan India knocks in another double. And now, this should be no problem for Graceffo. He gets to go up against Elly De La Cruz. He's 2 for 4 today. Got a double and a triple. And he gets them with high heat. Not just a weather joke. That was about 94 miles per hour high. Chasing again. Another one up high. God, he's going to get him down low to retire the inning, isn't he? Doesn't chase that one high. And another pitching change for the Sox. Was it for because of the game or because a pitcher escaped? that heat gets fouled back. Oh, it's for the Rockies because of the game. Gotcha. Oh, excuse me. Wow. And they bite him low and what I thought was out of the strike zone to get De La Cruz looking, finishes the inning. But other than that, not much is looking too good for St. Louis in this game. Still 6 runs behind in the 7th inning stretch. I don't know how much longer Graceffa is going to be out here, but let's see if they can actually get a run on another few runs on the board. Oh, not looking good for the Cards. Could lose another game in the NL Central. Quick pause for the cause here. We'll be back for the rest of Cincinnati versus St. Louis NL Central competition here on another Stupid Sports Show. Wow. welcome back. We got a pitching change on one half where we've got a walk for St. Louis by Wilson here in the bottom of the 7th. We've now got runners on first and second as the Reds are up 9-2. Oh, this is in the soccer, huh? True North. All right. Neutrality wins the day against Present Colton and Ensign Chuzo. It has been a game. That is, I have no better description than that, to be honest. A pitching duel that just ended up exploding in the 5th inning. Sonny Gray fell apart, and it got to the point where the Cardinals had to bring in a rookie making his major league debut in order to get a hold on things. Gordon Graceffo. I don't know if they're going to be bringing him back for next inning, but he is handling his business pretty well so far. Oh my goodness. And we now have runners on the corners again. Also, the White Sox are shellacking the Colorado Rockies. I'm not going to bother giving any explanations for why. Chopped foul off the 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Carpenter now facing 1-2. Hey, gardening at night has always worked, Mr. Announcer. This will be another chopper foul off the end of the bat. A reminder once again, we still have room for requests for this week's stupid streaming show celebrating Canada Day in all of its glory. Get in your requests now. The request thread is in the community tab. Keep me from playing the Royal Canadian Kilted Yaxman. No kidding. They beat the Argos last night? Let me see. Get over to our CFL action. 1-2, cracked in the gap, and we have another base hit. Finally, we get some more runs in. Now a 9-3 game, still have runners on first and second. And the CFL website is now apparently choking on its own dirt. Oh, Blue Bombers and Stampeders. That feels like an E. An E? I don't know. I mean, we know this has been a rough season so far for the Blue Bombers. Between injuries and just failure to finish. I'm not going to say it's an automatic win for Calgary because I haven't been able to keep track of Calgary that much during this season. You know, lots of sports out there, mind elsewhere, but I don't really feel like making judgments on a team until I've watched them. Oh, damn. Okay, Alouettes versus Argonauts. All right. Jonte Plumeret. Wow, gets him high and inside. And this is Michael Ciotti, who was able to get one of the few runs batted in for the Cards so far this game. But at least there's a little bit more noise coming around Busch Stadium. Oh, yeah. We are going to be live for Argos Rough Riders this Thursday night. For the only Thursday night football that matters. Meanwhile, wild pitch for Colorado, and we are up 11-3. Ugh. All right, we are at 2-1 after that one goes in the dirt. Meanwhile, Colorado, you should not be doing this. Germany at Denmark is getting rocks thrown at them by the sky. Counts up to 3-1 now. They miss again. Wilson having a awful 7th inning. We don't even have an out recorded yet. Heat up high, 3-2. All right, Angie, you're here for the game? Let's watch together. Get back to that stats page as soon as this pitch is finished. And a big fuck as he strikes out. Woo. God dang. Finally, an out recorded. And a coach just got a yellow card. Folks, these are the days of miracle and wonder. This is a long distance call. All the pausing in the world will not make that a strike, unfortunately. I understand the concept of commitment to the bit, but you're stretching credibility at this point. And you can't fake that splitter that's way off track. Ball 2. And the inning is over. Colorado. Colorado, just, take a moment in the dugout, breathe, drink some wine coolers or whatever they allow you to drink in the dugout these days. Able to drop that one in there for a strike. Trying to get it inside, bounces off the pitcher. They cannot get the second one, however. But they do get him down to the corners. Burleson is 0 for 3 today. All right, Wilson. How are you going to get us out of this inning? They catch the top side of the strike zone. Maybe even just bit the corner on that. A lot of movement on the pitch. Ooh. The crowd gives a half-hearted charge. They're probably wiltering under the sun, too, as much as these players are. And he misses high again. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. 0-2 to Burleson now. Best opportunity that St. Louis has had so far in this game to start charging some runs up, and they get him swinging on a slider to end things in the 7th. Oh, no. Oh, damn, St. Louis. That is unfortunate. Wilson was able to recover enough to limit the damage to a couple runs. We move to the top of the 8th. Cards are down to their last 6 outs. Hopefully, this bullpen can keep things together. But right now, I'm not sure. You know what? We'll bring in an expert for some consultation. Hang on. So, Monty, in your expert opinion, do you think the Cardinals have a chance of coming back into this game? Well, you heard it, folks. Thank you, Monty. Go be free. Oh, they're getting the interview with his parents as he's pitching. Oh, all right. All right, Gordon. Hold the line right now. Please do not embarrass your parents during the interview. All right. Able to even it up with some heat down low. Strike one. And now with a big whiff down low, 1-2. As far as Connor McDavid, Monty doesn't seem too concerned about it. So either he's not thinking about it or it's not a big deal for him. Myself, I don't blame Connor McDavid for not coming out. There's no way that he could have put on a positive face for that. You know, especially because he knew that it would be the only thing that would be going around for the rest of his career would be the picture of him next to the Conn Smythe Trophy and his team having lost in Game 7. So I respect him from trying to become a meme, not from trying to avoid becoming a meme. Meanwhile, final in the South Side, down at 35th Street, a little bit of joy. Because the White Sox brutalized the Rockies 11-3. Damn. All right, he ends up missing high against Fraley with that fastball, 1-0. Crowd attendance 21,490. I believe it. Yeah, I've seen that picture too, Leif. That is yep. Mhm. That's the one. That's the one. The goalie for the Ducks. Oof. Up to 2-1, fouled away that change up 2-2 now for Fraley. Here's the 2-2. This one gets chopped foul. We think. Oh yeah, looks like they're going to be having Graceffo for the rest of the game. Huh. Meanwhile, Germany has scored. And Paul George has declined his $48.7 million player option and is entering free agency. This will be a pop-up for Arenado. Can he grab it? He does. Second out now in the top of the 8th. Holy crap, we have won the season series with Colorado with that. Oh, no. Come on. Good movement on that pitch from Graceffo. Changeup. Just falling away. 0-1. Follow-up is high, and he swings underneath the fastball. 0-2 already. Marte is 0 for 4 today. And looks at a 97-mile-per-hour fastball down the middle. All right, middle of the 8th coming up. I mean, at least we know that the St. Louis Cardinals have a good pitching option in Graceffo. So we have learned that today, folks, but hope that Sonny Gray is okay. Yeah. Yeah, that would be, I think, and you can tell me if I'm going too far, but getting swept by the White Sox, that should definitely be cause for any sports columnist in that city to start just going after not just the coach, but maybe the front office of the Rockies as well. It's going to be Garrett Crochet on the mound. Oh, Colorado, better get your bats working. Yeah. Yeah, that pretty much goes for every train, True North. No matter what, don't feed the bears. Nope, not quite yet. Still got to play up Bally Sports a little bit more. Give us a shot of the... Oh, there's the arch. Yeah, someday I'll make it down to St. Louis. Maybe someday. But not anytime soon. Oh my God. Let's get these statistics lined up because I am behind yet again. And we have another pitcher out for Cincinnati. This is Lucas Sims. And he gets Contreras going high with a fastball. Contreras doesn't bite high that time. 1-1. Actually, let's... Did I get... I took away the scores page again for something dumb. Why would I do that? Wanted to see how the Blue Jays were holding up against the Yankees, and they're winning 3-1. They're in the top of the 6th, and the Blue Jays are beating the Yankees 3-1. All right, 2-1. Contreras does not bite the corner. 2-2. Actually, 3-1. I'll learn how to count one day, I promise. Sims very patient. And he thought he was on his way. And he got bit at the plate. Wow. He just threw his bat away and everything, and Sims got the high corner. Payoff pitch is coming. Those be cracked past the shortstop. Another hit for the Reds. All right. Hit number 1 of the day for Wilson Contreras. Oh, he's still fuming. He is still fuming, even as he takes his lead. Paul Goldschmidt checks his swing high. Sims, that one goes out to the center fielder, but on the run is able to handle it. Have to go back to first. Sorry about that. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. Very well hit, but they were expecting it. Sims catches the top of the zone for strike 1. Meanwhile, the Mets are already up 5-1 on the Astros. Good. Good. Fine. Let it continue. Padres up 3-0 on the Red Sox. Cubs have now tied the Brewers at 2 at the end of the 3rd. And a broken bat goes sailing from Donovan's hands. Wow. It like broke down right above his hands. Holy shit. And it went flying. All he's really got is a walk in the 4th. 1-2 coming from Sims. They try to go high. It's a little too high. 2-2. Now we have a batter's timeout. And here we go again. Sims very patient, and Donovan will chop that one foul. 2-2 still. Royals currently ahead of the Guardians 2-1 in the top of the 3rd. Marlins and Phillies are tied at 1 at the top of the 4th. A 2-2 gets fouled back right into the catcher's face. Very, very sun-affected crowd here at Busch today. And Donovan goes underneath the slider for strike 3. Oof. All right. Nolan Arenado coming up for St. Louis. This will be cracked foul and maybe over the netting if we're lucky. Oh yeah, made it over the netting. Still have that one runner on first, and underneath the fastball for strike two. No kidding, on the bench. This is why he's not doing great at the plate. 260 average, 7 home runs, 34 RBIs. Oh, okay, I guess that's not the best. Yeah. Way outside with that slider. What are we? One? Oh, we're only 1 and 2. Gets him chasing again. Fouled away again. Oh my God! Now they're talking about about how much sunlight they get in their homes. Oh, announcers, thank you. What kind of garden do you guys have? Oh, yep, the announcers are high. Okay. They're growing asparagus in their garden. That one has been chipped foul, and the announcers are growing asparagus in their garden. Only on another stupid sports show can you hear insightful analysis like that. They want to serve one up. Instead, Sims throws it into the dirt. Full count has arrived. Oh my God, they're the friggin' Knights who say knee. They're about to start talking about a shrubbery at any moment. Different colors. 3-2 pitch. This will be dropped in, and it's a miss on the pitch. And Contreras will go to third. Oh my goodness. Thank you for rescuing us from more talk about the announcer's garden. Things are happening in the game again. Unfortunately, it's another error, I think, for the Reds. Oh man. India off target on that throw. Yeah, that got marked as an error. All right, way inside on Gorman. A little bit more ferocity coming from the crowd. Little charge cheer. Runners at the corners. That one catches the near side of the plate. 1-1. And there's more action in the bullpen as Sims lays that slider in to make the count 1-2. This is not what I was expecting for today. Any carrots, beans, or bees? No, asparagus and peppers. I think they mentioned lettuce too, but I kind of tried to stop listening at that point. By the way, That pitch went over the head of the batter. It's now 2-2. Okay, we've just had a timing warning to the pitcher. Here's the 2-2, and it's fouled back. Oh, I ended up getting way too underneath it. Doesn't bite high. 3-2 now. Well, True North, just go right into to the Bally Sports Midwest Network and ask them for sure. And meanwhile, that is going to be popped out of play. Runner will have to jog back to first. Gorman's got the full count, and he will loft this one out to center, and it falls just short. We will score at least one for the Cards. And once again, first and third for the Cardinals with 2 outs. All right, so can St. Louis make a little bit more of a dent? Don't have to get it all back right now. Maybe 1 or 2 more. And then that's 1 or 2 less that you have to get in the 9th anyway. Oh no, we have a pitching change coming. Fernando Cruz is going to come in. And we will have to take ourselves a break. Not us personally, but they will. All right, let's go looking at the stats today and see. Wow, 3 hits for wins today for the Cincinnati Reds. He's able to bat in a run, score twice. Woof. Hello, Luke. We are in the middle of what is turning into a slightly interesting game again. Reds were able to blow up the starting pitcher for St. Louis in the 5th inning, and meantime, St. Louis has been trying to slowly claw their way back in. Maybe they can get another 1 or 2 here. We will see, but we've got a new pitcher coming in for Cincinnati. Other than that, we're just hanging out, being confused about why the White Sox are now in a position to get a season sweep of the Colorado Rockies. And wait, let's actually see what the hell is going on with the Brewers right now. Now, of course, they don't put that one behind the fold. Oh, okay. So, it's only the bottom of the 4th. Cubs currently lead 3-2. Not a big deal. So here we stand. More NL Central nonsense. First pitch from Cruz in relief. He's facing Carpenter. Wow, very generous strike zone. Oh, wow. That cereal bowl getting even wider and taller. And with that foul, 0-2. All right, St. Louis. You and Matt Carpenter, what can you do here at possibly the end of the 8th? He's looking to hit everything. Meanwhile, nothing else too egregious except for the Mets now being up 6-1 on the Astros. Oh. Hey, here's to a massive jump, and they get him swinging. Woo. All right, there we go. 8th inning is done. Off to the top of the 9th as they strand a couple. But they do take another run away from the lead. Oh, good times. Just good times as all we've had today. I didn't expect Sonny Gray to get rocked like that. Now let's just see if the Cardinals can make this interesting in the 9th. Are we going to get a new pitcher? Not seeing one listed, so yeah, it looks like it's going to be Gordon Graceffo here for the top of the 9th. Wow. Well, well, enjoy it, and hopefully it doesn't put a target on your back. Maybe that's just my first thought as an American. I don't know if it. I don't think liberal Democrats are anybody's major enemy like that over in Britain. Doing all right. Just hanging in there, having a nice lazy Sunday. Remember, folks, I will be live tomorrow for WNBA action. We will have bingo then. I'll try to make it as fun as possible, just to counteract any possible negative energy that could be brought into the chat. Not since 2015. Gotcha. And well, that'll be a chop right to the shortstop, or already at out number 1. Stuart Fairchild up now. He's had a 2-run single and a stolen base. Well, they have just been stealing like crazy all day here in Busch Stadium. Mostly on the red side of things, but oh, I thought that was going to smack Fairchild in the arm, but thankfully it missed. Graceffo ready to go. That's another one. Whizzes high. It's now 2-0. Gonna make him go on the outside. No, this won't be ripped to the gap. Yep, hits the gap off the fence. They should be able to wrap up 2 with this. Yeah, that's a stand-up double. Wow. A rough game overall. Good bit of pitching for Graceffo here in relief. Yeah, Luke, this guy is a rookie that's currently pitching for the Cardinals right now. It's his major league debut. So, yeah, he's getting the literal trial by fire. With a runner on second, this one will go right to first. Goldie will win the foot race, and that runner is now on third. All right, Austin Wins is up again. This will be skied into center. They call it and grab it, and off we go to the bottom of the ninth. Last chance for St. Louis to make some damage in this game. Oh, honestly, Luke, I could go without music. Like, if I really had to, I could go without music. I've been able to give up just listening to certain bands, certain musicians, for days, years at a time. As much as I would miss it, I could do a year without music. I mean, even with all the propaganda I read as a kid, I don't think you could get me to eat a raw worm or slug or snail. And in case you're wondering, I'm not kidding about it. There was actually a kid's book that I read when I was younger called How to Eat Fried Worms, about a kid that got into a bet with his friends that about eating 15 worms in 15 days. Sometimes looking back explains how we grow up. Meanwhile, Brent Suter is out for the Reds in relief. Listen to death metal for an entire week or nothing but mumble rap for an entire week. I'm assuming the death metal is an exclusive thing too. All right, maybe. Honestly, I think I could do it. A bit of background. I once listened to an album for 8 hours straight because I need to figure out why I didn't like it. And this is for something I knew I didn't like. And both of those genres, I don't have a lot of experience with, so I wouldn't even know like how to properly listen to it, or evaluate whether I liked it or whether it was good or not, unless maybe I got a week of listening going. So either of those, sure, sign me up. Meanwhile, Suter will drop that one a little bit inside, 1-1 now. Not wasting any time, but Carlson will chop that foul. One and two now to Dylan Carson, pinch hitter coming into the game. And right into the dirt from Suter. 2-2. Oh, True North, I have listened to more Antonio Brown than you ever will. Meanwhile, Carlson goes down swinging. I listened to both him and Le'Veon Bell's entire catalog. And I came to the conclusion Le'Veon's not bad. He's just boring. Antonio Brown. Ugh. I'm also refraining from saying much just because I know that Antonio Brown has a bit basically been spiraling in a way since then, and I'm unwilling to pile on. Well, here we are, 2 outs. Burleson and company were able to get a rally going in the previous inning. Can they do so here? One pitch to the dirt from Suter. Follow-up drops right in. He will get that one fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Suter not wasting any time. Meanwhile, that one's a little bit high. They rule he did not go around. 2-2. Allen gets cracked into the field, and on the run, the right fielder seals the win for Cincinnati. Damn. I truly did not see it coming. But hey, it is a win for Cincinnati. It makes things even more interesting in the NL Central. And, yeah. Now we know to watch out for Graceffo whenever we have to deal with the St. Louis Cardinals. So, even if we didn't get the victory we wanted today, at least we learned something. Don't worry, Luke. This was a real casual day. It was just me this game and getting slightly optimistic about my team's draft choices. You know, usual sports fan stuff. But that's going to do it for me today on another Stupid Sports Show. I'm going to be coming back tomorrow night for some WNBA action. Oh, Caitlin Clark, how we have missed you, I guess. This is Jim B on 106.9 Click FM. There have been no updates about the Garden True North. See you tomorrow, and good night, Milwaukee, wherever you are.